Hey everybody, it's Mary Meeples, and today we are looking at, I believe it's Eila and Something Shiny, E-I-L-A, a story-driven adventure game by Jeffrey CCH, coming to us from Northstar Game Studio, and that company. I'm not familiar with that one. So this is at 30 to 45 minutes per chapter, 1+, 12 and up. Let's do this nice and gentle like. Alright, somewhere far away a mystery awaits. Deep in the forest, an innocent rabbit leaves their home to embark on a life-changing adventure. Something Shiny is a story-rich game set in a mystical world. Take on the role of Eila as you solve puzzles, manage resources, and overcome challenges in underground mazes, harsh, snowy highlands, and more. Experience an exciting and emotional story told across 5 chapters featuring stunning art and illustrated comics. With branching story paths, your choices will affect the final conclusion of this memorable adventure. Good luck. So 300+ event cards with charming and evocative artwork. Here's the game contents. This story explores mature themes such as loss that may be emotional for some children. So let's flip this back over. So I have not played this yet. A couple reasons. One, the bride and I are currently working through Sagrada Artisans, and I want to knock that out before I start anything else very story driven. 2, I want to make sure nothing was accidentally opened that you can't see or that would spoil stuff for you. Alright, so first off, we have a board. A fairly large board. Looks like it's got spots for cards. Possibly some form of resources. Looks like you can turn resources into stuff. And that. I've kind of glimpsed over the rule book, so I know a little bit of how this plays. In fact, here is that rule book, but you're not going to see everything, for I have not seen everything. So you have your components. So you have all your different resources, you have different cards, a notepad, read before you start, decks in the game box. Habit cards are indicated with an H and have a little time symbol, it looks like, on the right. Set up for basically all of the chapters. The overview, so here is that board. The resources, acquiring and discarding resources, converting them, special conversions, meanings of symbols, the day phase, the night phase, ending the chapter. Ooh, what's that shiny place? I really want to go up there. Don't read on until you start chapter 2, so we will not. So here is the top of the insert. These symbols are the symbols that show the that are the symbols of the chapters. So this shows you what chapters go where. This is your little save log. This here is a handle to get this off. And hopefully I didn't disrupt too much stuff turning it upside down. It doesn't look like a ton. I did have to kind of try and put stuff together. Unfortunately, this game, when shipped, had this same thing kind of happen here. As you see, there's some madness that was involved. So let me do some quick chicanery off screen to kind of fix these couple of snafus. And there we go. So when you don't flip boxes over and cause madness, this is set up pretty nice. Doop-doop-de-doo. There we go. Alright. And one more that we'll get to in a minute. So this is set up where you're going to have chapter 0 and Eila's notepad. So there's a bunch of these. I don't know if you use one for every game or if you can just replay it that many times, but there's tons of sheets. Here, hey, stop, you don't want to spoil the game, right? This is the front of the deck. Always keep this side face down to avoid spoilers. So I'm guessing that means you put it that way. Keep the side face down. So where it says it's the front of the deck, but always keep this side face down. So this is an example of where you'll look for the symbol of the chapter you're in. That way you know you have the right cards. And then this one comes with 0, the tree, and ending. Let's see if there's something I can show you. Well, I'm assuming this is the prologue. I'll just show you the very first page. So you see it's kind of got some comic artwork. So then this stuff will go here. And then for 1, you have comics and cards. 2, 3, and then right on the things it said these are for 3. So you have these little markers here. And these tiles. So like I said, on the punch board it specifically says these are for chapter 3, as is the other sheet. So that's why I have them punched out and put in here for their chapter 3 components. Then you have chapter 4, chapter 5. In here you have some more cards. I believe these are those habit cards. See the H? And there's that. You have your heart tokens. I believe it came with an extra one of these because I only needed one for the card stand. Let's grab that out. See how the card's sticking up in there. It looks nice. And this is pretty thick, nice cardboard. This is item cards. Then you have some wood components. There. You have some stars. Maybe some stone, metal, books, something. These look like little loot bags, maybe. Maybe not. Possibly coins. Could look it back in the rule book, but that's all the way over there. I'm just going to guess, and this is moldy toast. Then you have the little token. And 2 combat dice. So let's see. Opposite side of 5 is 2 with a shield. 4 is a 3. Her little face. And a 6. So as I said, not going to show you too much because there's a lot of story, narrative. I've heard it's a very, very good story, so didn't want to ruin anything for you. Did want to kind of give you an idea of what actually is inside and how nice it looks all set up. So I was the Groom, and I am going to be diving into this very shortly.